Go live. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Halo Infinite multiplayer preview on the GTX 1050 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. How are you guys doing? Hey guys, how's it going? Long time no see. So, I got access to Halo Infinite a little bit earlier, so the multiplayer will be free to play, but I got access to the insider thing. So here we are. One thing that I really noticed that it was pretty annoying is that it takes forever for the game to load the first time. So yeah, be aware of that. It's kinda taking forever to load. I think 1 or 2 minutes, give or take. Hey guys. Todos los días probando algo en Santi no me deja vivir. Bueno, perdón. Mi idea es que puedas vivir tranquilo. Pero si puedo arruinarlo un poco, contento. This game has been giving me problems when trying to connect to a multiplayer match or trying to reconnect, given the unauthorized server error. Yeah, I got into that a couple times, but now it seems to be a little bit more stable. So here we are. They say in the game struggling to run on the 2070. Yeah, this is a DX12 game. And so far, it's been pretty difficult to run, but it's a preview, so I'm expecting it to improve eventually. We'll see how it goes. ¿Cómo se puede probar multiplayer? Mira, yo me anoté en los flights de Halo y me invitaron. O sea, y yo no dije que soy youtuber. Así que se supone que cualquiera podría anotarse. Some people are asking me how I got access. Well, I signed it up to the Halo flight thing, that it's a community stuff. I don't know what's the name really. Halo Waypoint, that's the name. And I got invited to the flight. They don't know that I'm a YouTuber. They know nothing about me. I just received an invite. And well, I would say, I said, hey, let's test it on YouTube, shall we? But as you can see, yeah, it takes forever for the game to load. That's why I started with a little bit more time. There we are, Halo Infinite. So let's check out the options menu. But yeah, you'll see the game doesn't run particularly good at the moment. So I'm not sure how they managed to get this to run on Xbox One, but hey, hang on, it's loading the assets. Okay. Hang on, the video options are not loaded yet. There we are. So, first of all, there's no full screen option, only borderless full screen. So, I don't know, that's kinda weird, but I'll keep it like this. So, 1080p. You have a minimum and maximum frame rate option. So, there's dynamic resolution that you can enable, but I put unlocked on both. And hang on. The interface is kind of broken. So as you can see, I'm using high settings with medium textures because only 4 gigs of VRAM. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of options. I'm super pumped to test a single player once it releases. But as you can see, everything is on high except in those textures. Those are medium. So yeah, let's go. I'm going to first go to the academy, to the weapon drills, so I can see if we can get at least over 30 frames. So yeah. Evening, Paradise DK, how's it going, man? Welcome back. It's been a while, man. Good to see you. Fecha de salida para este juego, la verdad que no tengo idea, Franco. Me mataste ahí. How are you able to play it? Well, I signed up to Halo Waypoint a while back, like 2 or 3 years ago. And I signed up and I got invited. They don't know I'm a YouTuber though, so that's a secret. So one thing that I wanted to tell you guys here, as you can see, the GPU is not maxed out. It's at below 90% at all times, no matter what setting I use. It's always basically below 90%. It's a DX12 game, so maybe the RX 570 does a better job, has better hardware compatibility. So yeah. As you can see, nothing is going on, and I'm using more than half the CPU, 70% CPU usage on a 4-core 8-thread CPU, so you can understand now the level of CPU utilization that this game has. So if you have a quad-core CPU without hyper-threading, good luck. So Yeah, anyway, so at the moment on high settings we're getting over 30 frames, which is good, on a 1050 Ti.
Act fast, Spartan. 30 seconds remaining.
So yeah, shooting is okay, the game looks pretty clean, the edges of the game, I'm not seeing any blurriness. Yeah, I won't say blurry, it's not super blurry, but not ultra sharp. It looks clean, that's what I'm trying to say. Not sure what anti-aliasing solution they implemented. And hold on, I think the game is too loud.
3, 2, 1.
1 second, guys. There we go. So what about now? How's the audio? While I shoot, I want you guys to listen to me. I actually have a good PC. I don't know why, but I really enjoy all spec benchmarks. Well, welcome here. That you're at the right place at the right time. So yeah, with the budget stuff here, usually the maximum I do is 1650 Super or 2060. So yeah.
Eliminate the targets. 30 seconds remaining.
What about 6 cores without hyper-threading, like my i5-8400? It should be fine. Okay, when effects show up, I'm over 30 frames on high settings. We'll see once we get into a match. I just wanted to double check that my settings were the correct ones. So yeah, but that CPU usage scares me. That's what I'm trying to convey to you guys. It uses a lot of CPU and nothing's going on. I'm just in a firing range. So yeah.
Fantastic showcase of skill.
Oh yeah, showcase of skill. Anyway, let's go now to a match. Let's see if we can find a server. If not, we're going to keep shooting on different resolutions. Is there people online in this game now? I don't know. I think it's a combination of bots and people. As you can see, preview Marine Bot Slayer. Go up against a team of Marine difficulty bots on arena map. Live fire. And one thing I love about this, it says placeholder. As you can see, yeah, it's a technical preview. It's very early. So, not even the menus are finished. I love that. Anyway, let's find a match. Wish me luck. Hey, what's up? Ay, ya te patrocinan. No, la verdad que no. Lo conseguí por anotarme. Ni saben que soy youtuber cuando me anoté. Can install it or is it closed beta? It's a closed flight test. So it should be available if you are a Halo Waypoint user. I signed up a while ago and I got randomly selected. So yeah, it's invite only, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. It should be expanded as time goes on. I was lucky enough to get access. I didn't ask anyone on Microsoft to provide me a copy. I just got, I signed up and I got access. I also got access to Master Chief Collection, so that's probably why. Franco, todo bien? The Halo engine is pretty CPU heavy. I got horrendous FPS drops in Destiny 2. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in pepperonis. Okay, let's see. Okay, 30 frames, but we're dropping below that. So yeah, not running great at all at the moment. Maybe medium gives us 30 frames. Yeah, look at the VRAM usage though, 3.9 gigabytes. I probably should lower those textures because the VRAM usage is sky high. Although the graphics, just my personal opinion, they don't look that great, considering the performance. I don't know, maybe because it's a preview build. But yeah, not impressed. Yeah, not impressed. Let's see if I can lower the settings from here. Okay, let's put everything on medium and textures on low. Hopefully it changes in real time, I don't know yet. So now we are on medium to low settings. Excuse me. So medium to low. Okay, that's a lot better. So let's change this to 1080p medium but low textures. But it's weird that we are getting maximum usage out of the VRAM on medium to low textures. Okay, this is a little bit better, but as you can see, a lot of CPU usage, a lot of VRAM usage. At least the system RAM usage is not maxed out, but I mean, yeah, it's not a huge map here. And the GPU usage is not maxed out, which I'm not sure why. It happens on all the presets, so yeah. Oh my, I'm so bad. The funny thing is that we're fighting against bots, people against bots, and I'm losing. I never imagined I would have to upgrade my PC for a Halo game. Hell yeah. Okay, he's dead. Reduced to atoms. So yeah, maybe medium to low settings for the 1050 Ti. This is a DX12 game, so maybe they're not fully familiarized with that API. I don't know. Usually DX12 games are hit or miss on PC. So yeah, graphically I'm not impressed, personally. Maybe in the single player mode it looks a lot better. Here we are on multiplayer. But yeah. Aesthetically it's not wow, groundbreaking. But it's Halo, so yeah. Le falta optimización, sí, literal. Yeah, guys, also remember this is the insider preview, so not final code. Is going to improve as time goes on. I don't know when the full game is releasing, hopefully this year, but I don't think so. I gotta check that out. I don't even know when the game releases, so... Are they bots or human? A mix. We're humans against bots, basically. So yeah. They're testing the server load, they're testing all that connectivity stuff. And I guess feedback from players about gunplay and all that. So it's early, but at least we can check out how the game runs. So as you can see, medium settings, 30 frames per second on the 1050 Ti on 1080p. Still, again, I'm not impressed with the graphics. I was expecting more, maybe because it's the multiplayer, but yeah. ¿Por qué hablas bien español? Porque es mi idioma nativo, brother. Yeah, also guys, one thing I forgot to mention, maybe you already knew this, but multiplayer in this game will be free to play. So you don't need to buy the single player part to play the multiplayer. The multiplayer is completely free to play. So once it's out for everyone, we'll be able to play together, which will be fun. Also, I saw that when explosions showed up, we got drops below 30 frames. Whoa, that's a bot. That scared me. Jump scared. But I mean, if you have an old GPU, you can still at least play the game. What kind of bothers me is, yeah, the low GPU utilization and the graphics. I was expecting better, I don't know. Maybe because this is medium. I mean, it's not a bad looking game. I'm just saying that considering how it looks, I was expecting better performance. But again, yeah, not final code, I guess. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Although these bots are good, or I'm pretty terrible. Okay, dead, reduced to atoms. Anyway, I'm going to try now medium settings with dynamic resolution going on at the same time. So let's try the minimum frame rate for 60. So this is medium settings, low textures, dynamic resolution. So we're aiming for 60 frames. So it's double the frame rate, what I'm aiming to. And okay, with dynamic resolution it's not looking so bad. So bad with the performance. Although I think we're playing, yeah, way below 900p. I'm seeing those edges. So let's try dynamic resolution, aiming for 60 frames, because Xbox One is probably doing that. So dynamic resolution, aiming for 60. And textures on low, because, you know, VRAM is an issue on this one. ¿Cómo correría en una GT 1030? F. F's in the chat for the GT 1030. Yeah, people are asking about the GT 1030. We might try the 750 Ti to see if the game even launches. Hopefully yes, but I cannot say for sure. But man, it runs bad. Let's see dynamic resolution. Again, consoles use dynamic resolution, so why not use it on PC as well? So let's do multiplayer once again. Hopefully we find a match very quickly. But as you can see, I think that for these cards, dynamic resolution is the way to go. We'll see how it scales now. From medium to high, it was like a 5 FPS difference, so I'm not expecting a miracle from low settings. So I'm going to try dynamic resolution on 1080p, then we're doing low settings, then 900p, then 720p, and so on. So yeah, also guys, remember that this is a DX12 game, so I'm expecting the 16 series cards of Nvidia and the 20 series, the RTX cards, and the AMD RX 500 series and above to be faster, since they usually have better compatibility with the X12 than the Pascal thing from Nvidia, which is the 10 series cards and before. So yeah, it is compatible, but usually they are more compatible. So probably the performance is going to be better on those cards. We'll find out. I have a 570, a 1650 Super, and then for the funds, we're going to do the 750 Ti and the 1030. So let's do potato versus potato, basically. Okay, kicked me out. 1 second, guys. Yeah, remember, technical test, going to take a little bit. Where do you download the game? I signed up for Halo Waypoint. So if you sign up for that, you should be able to receive access to beta builds and all that. In this case, I was lucky to be selected. They don't know I'm a YouTuber. I just said, hey, can I access? And I loaded up my Halo Waypoint user. Let me show you that, so you guys can apply for the Insider program. So 1 second, going to put it into the... there we are. I put a link for you guys to log in, so you can request access. I'm guessing that you can, or maybe not. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, I'll send you the link for Halo Waypoint. So guys, if you want to register, do it there. It won't guarantee any access, but at least you can try to sign up for future things. Y muchas gracias, Francisco Mora, por los 5... no sé qué formato es ese, pero muchísimas gracias por la donación, se agradece un montón. How long ago did you apply to Halo Insider? Like 3 years ago, I think. But thank you so much for the donation, man. The 5PEN, I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. It's super appreciated. So people ask me how long ago I signed up for Halo Waypoint. A few years ago, I think I was back when Halo Master Chief Collection was released on PC. So 1 or 2 years ago, I think. But then I manually selected the Halo Infinite Flight. So yeah, but this is super bugged, this menu. Hang on. I think I'm disconnected from the server. Not enough similar players to estimate wait time. Oh no, this is going to take forever. That's fine. Those are Peruvian soles. Muchas gracias por los 5 soles peruanos. Se agradece un montón. Thanks for the 5 Peruvian soles. It's appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm back into the server. Please let me in! Let me in! Minimum FPS option is helping performance. Yeah, I mean, the minimum FPS option means, hey, I want to have at least this level of frame rate, and the game will adjust the resolution as needed. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still waiting to get into a match. I played 1 match. At least I could try to get 30 frames. On medium we could. The thing was, when we went over medium on 1080p, was pretty dreadful. There's a battle pass and all that. Super interesting. So yeah, when this game is going free to play, once it releases, it will be a free to play game. But you can see that it's unfinished, because when you see the Academy thing, it says placeholder. That's pretty funny. I love that. But I think I'm disconnected from the server. I should try to restart the game. Unfortunately, it takes forever to launch the game. So yeah, have you checked out the Ascent. It just came out on Xbox Game Pass. No, I haven't. I should. It looks like a fun game. A top-down twin-stick shooter RPG thing. Yeah, I'm going to take a look next week. La 1650 normal sirve para ser vivos o va mal. No, va bien. Mientras tengas un CPU decente, no deberías tener problema. Guys, the game takes forever to load, so we gotta hold up for a couple minutes so it loads into the main menu, but I think it kicked me out of the server. Sometimes it happens. It's a technical test. So yeah, I have some issues recording Resident Evil Village. Can you help? Without specifics, I cannot help you, so send me an email and I'll help you out. Hey bro, I love your work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sorry guys that there's so few gameplay, so little gameplay, better said. Again, tech preview takes a long time to load. As you can see, those 3 dots at the top left. So yeah, I'm trying my best. At least we could play one match. I was happy about it. So yeah, after this, if it kicks us out again, we're doing the 570 right away. I mean, most of the live stream will be in loading screens if that happens, so I'd rather not do that. Will you try Diablo 2 Resurrected when it comes out? I didn't know that was a thing. Diablo 2 is getting re-released. I mean, is it a real remake, remaster, or is it like Warcraft 3 Reforged? I don't want another one of those, please. Thanks, Artin. Yeah, this is not even... I'm not sure if this is a beta either. Let's check out when the game releases. I want to know that. Halo Infinite release date. Here it says 2021, but that says nothing to me. Oh, okay, hang on. There's news from 20 hours ago that say that they might have leaked the release date. Okay. Apparently September. How? As you can see, guys, pre-release software, so keep that in mind. But even in the menu, we're using more than 80% of the CPU, which is absolutely ridiculous, but hey. I'll give it, again, the benefit of the doubt. So 1050 Ti, 1080p, minimum frame rate 60. That means that the game will adjust the resolution to get to this frame rate. So dynamic resolution, like if it was a console. Medium settings, low textures, because if not, a lot of VRAM usage. And let's try and connect to the server, shall we? And I love the Halo music in the background. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted due to that. What's the ideal temperature for gaming, and how hot until it starts to worry? I mean, usually I try to stay below 75 degrees Celsius. If you stay there, should be fine. 75C is usually my baseline. My maximum, better said. If it goes to 80, well, I'll start to worry. Maybe try undervolting, cranking up the fan speed. But you should be fine at 75 and below. Today, though, we're in winter in my country in South America, so it's like below 10 degrees in my country, degrees Celsius. I don't speak Fahrenheit. So yeah, my components are going to be pretty cold in the next few months. The new consoles are killing older PC hardware. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. The transition to next-gen consoles, that's how it works. The PC lags behind for a year or two, and then we get cheap hardware to compensate. So eventually we're getting a 3050 Ti or something like that, and we'll be fine. It happens every console generation. Alright, back into the game. Yay, finally. So, as you can remember guys, medium settings, low textures because VRAM, and the 60 FPS target. That means that resolution will change dynamically to compensate for the lack of performance. And as you can see, yeah, it looks blurry, but it's still playable, without a doubt. I would say this is the Xbox One S version, but it looks okay, resolution-wise, I mean. On the resolution side of things, it looks okay. I can still identify the enemy. So if you were worried about that, you can do dynamic resolution. The game looks super soft, but still, it looks okay. Still, I'm still super disappointed with the graphics. I was expecting a lot more there, but maybe because it's a technical preview, who knows. Yeah, low textures using 3.5 gigabytes. Yeah, 2 gigabytes of F's in the chat for the 2 gigabytes of VRAM GPUs. Steam Deck is what we call a PC2. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is probably going to work fine on the Steam Deck. I mean, as long as you lower those settings, dynamic resolution, you'll be fine. I mean, it's like 720p handheld gaming. Oh yeah, I mean, if the 3050 Ti, if that even exists, has 4 gigs of VRAM, well, we're screwed. We'll have to play on low textures for a while. Oh man, my hopes aren't high for this game. Sad to say this as a Halo fan. Well, at least the multiplayer is a separate product. I'm happy that the multiplayer is free to play, so the community can do its magic. But man, I'm so bad at this game. Holy hell. And these are bots. These are not even real people. Yeah, we're real people against bots. And I'm losing. Are you going to get Steam Deck? Hopefully, hopefully. If it arrives to my country and I can make an order, yes please. Okay, doing better. Anybody there? So yeah, as you can see, on 1080p medium plus the dynamic resolution option set to 60 frames, you can do 50 to 60. The game looks okay, considering it's a 1050 Ti. It looks better than 720p, although it looks a little bit below 900p, but the image clarity is there, so the upscaler is doing a good job on this engine. Looks pretty looks pretty sharp, considering we're probably at 720p here. As you can see, when I disable the dynamic resolution here, the minimum frame rate to disabled, so there's no minimum. We're now on native 1080p. We get basically half the performance, so we get 30 frames without dynamic resolution. Again, the upscaler in this game looks pretty darn good. So when you're doing a lower resolution, it doesn't look bad. I mean, you lose image clarity, but you can still kinda understand what's going on. And you get a lot better performance, so my advice again, use dynamic resolution, pretend this is an Xbox One S. Native resolution, probably below 900p, but again, you can still aim and shoot. I'd rather have lower resolution, 60 frames in a multiplayer game than higher resolution, 30 frames.
Spike grenades acquired.
So yeah. Where's the enemy? Enemies, where are you? So I'm going to do a poll now that we're here with you guys. I'll ask what you prefer, lower dynamic resolution and 60 frames per second, or 1080p native and 30 frames per second. That's what I'm going to ask in the poll once I stop shooting. There we go, I got one with a grenade. Turn off AA when using resolution scaler. Sure. I think we cannot turn off the anti-aliasing though. But we're going to lower to 900p now. So, hang on. Let's rescale the scaler. Okay, so around 900p as you can see there. And we're sticking to medium. Yes, please. So now we are on 900p. So 900p medium with low textures, and as you can see we went a little bit over what we got before. Instead of 30 frames we got 37, so a big improvement. We can probably do high on 900p, we'll see. But yeah, you can see the improvement in real time. Again, on this one maybe I'll try high, although low settings not super different to this. Low res and 60 frames. 6800 XT is like 3080, should run this game easily. Yeah, I mean, guys, it runs on a 1050 Ti. What else do you want? I mean, of course it will run on a 6800 XT. This card is significantly worse. If it runs on this, it runs on a 6800 XT without a doubt. Come on, guys. What the hell? Okay, I think I got the last kill. I'm so good. Literally got 2 kills against bots. Is 60 frames impossible? Without dynamic resolution, I don't think you can do 60 frames on the 1050 Ti. So yeah. Texturas en alto no podemos hacer. Tenemos solo 4 GB de video. Suerte en pila. Dude, when did you start the live? I was so late. 30 minutes ago. You're not late, man. You're on a good timer. Hoping runs fine on my 5600 XT. Yeah, of course, man. You'll be fine. Okay. So 900p, as you could see there, over 30, just fine. But we're on medium settings. Let's try the lowest settings. So quality on low, everything on low. And let's see if without dynamic resolution we can do something. Hopefully we can. So yeah, 900p, almost 900p. I cannot put something in between, unfortunately. So yeah, 900p now, again, but on the lowest settings. Yeah, we got like 5 frames more. I think it's not worth doing on low settings. Let's do 720p instead. It's not going to be 60 frames. So let's do 720. That's easier. I can already see that 900p low won't make a huge difference. So 724p, as you can see there. And let's see if with native resolution we can do 60 frames. I don't think we will be able, but let's give it a shot. So 720p low, as you can see there, everything low. Excuse me, and 720p. And some stuff is disabled. Let's disable that. Yeah, you can disable volumetric fog, dynamic wind, and unfortunately you cannot disable anti-aliasing, so you cannot do all the upscaling. So yeah, anyway, 720p, wish me luck guys. Although again, 720p, the native resolution is 1080p, but I selected 720 on the menu, and it still looks okay. It looks super soft, don't get me wrong, but it's still usable. If you zoom in into the rifle there, let me do it super quickly, look at how pixelated it is, but it's not that bad. It's just like not having glasses on. I don't know. Despite the game running pretty poorly, at least the upscaler is pretty good, I think. But again, what's the name of this? Oh man. Yeah, at least the upscaler is okay-ish. Let's see. Here we go.
Slayer.
Sí, me llegó un correo, Daniel. Okay, so 720p, low settings. Again, still looks pretty... It doesn't look like 720p. Looks more like 900p. So not sure what the game is doing, but I like how it does it. Maybe the upscaler is pretty good because this has to run on the Xbox One S. I'm guessing. So yeah, at 720p. Okay, I have a rifle now. Here we go. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, no, I'm not hitting anything. Playing from the OBS window. Oh, never mind, I got one shot in. So as you can see, 720p, you can get over 50 on low settings. Never mind, it dropped to the 40s. Oh, so close. I have to pretend that I know. There we go. No scope. So as you can see, even at 720p, it drops below 50 on low settings. So guys, just play on 1080p, put it on high, enable dynamic resolution, and the game will fluctuate between below 720p and something around 900p. I mean, visually speaking, the upscaler is pretty good. Again, it needs to run on an Xbox One S. So my advice, at least right now, put the game on native resolution, put the minimum frame rate to 60, and the game will adjust dynamically to hit 60 frames consistently. And yeah, it looks soft. on a lower resolution than native, but it's pretty well done, I think, the upscaler. So yeah, it definitely looks soft, but it looks okay. It doesn't look that different from high to low, actually. I have my own shadow, and this is low settings, 720p. It should be a potato. So it's not so far away from high, I would say. Probably high has better shadows on the grass. But considering it's 720p, it's pretty good. Looks better than a 720p image that I'm used to. Again, I'm not super impressed with the graphics. I was expecting a lot more from Halo. But a work in progress build, I guess. Not a single shot. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't expecting to be good at the game. Why is it using so much VRAM at low? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But I mean, yeah, on low it looks good, considering it's low. What I am noticing though from the upscaler is when I see the edges of some objects, I can see some artifacting. But other than that, the upscaler is pretty good. So let's try now high settings.
Halfway to victory.
So I put it on high. Lower the textures to low, like a normal person would do. So everything on high, but textures on low. So 720p high. Textures low. Alright. And as you can see, instead of the 50s, we're now in the 40s. Never mind, in the 30s. And I'm not noticing a huge visual difference, honestly. This is still 720p, by the way. Okay, I think the reflections, there's extra reflections on specular stuff, yeah. But visually, I mean, if you're just trying to shoot the enemy, maybe play on medium.
Overshield inbound.
FOB. Yeah, the FOB is at 75, I think. You can increase it if you want to. Let's check that out super quickly. Let's put 70. Let's put it at 120. 120 FOB. Yeah, I can I can see everything now. Look at how tiny my teammates are now. Yeah, this is much better. 70 degrees was too narrow. Hell yeah, 120 FOB. I'm now a PC gamer again, although I'm not playing at 60 frames, so... Does the movement feel slow? No, it feels fine. Especially now that I have the extra FOB. It feels faster now. Probably an effect of having a wider FOB. But the movement feels pretty fluid. The thing is, I'm playing below 60, so it doesn't feel particularly snappy. I'm going to now show you the best settings, guys, once this match finishes. We're doing best settings. 120 FOB at 8K. Yeah, I love when games allow you to put FOB at over 100 degrees. It's like having, I don't know, two cameras in your eyes. The game takes up so much CPU. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, this is a 4-core 8-thread CPU and it's using more than 70%. And we're only playing against 4 bots. It's not even more than that many players. It's very few players here against bots. I don't know, maybe it's because it's a preview thing. Maybe they improved that at the end. I don't know. What's the CPU? This is an i3 10100F, 4 cores, 8 threads at 4.0 gigahertz, as you can see there. And I love that bots are wrecking me. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, like horse eyes. Horse eyes. 120 degrees FOB. Nobody can beat me now. My FOB is too wide for your understanding. Overshield.
Power item to the right. Overshield obtained.
I love that the announcer's voice is British. Overshield.
Steak-tacular.
Steak-tacular. What the hell is that word? Yeah, pro bots though. Yeah, the bots are pretty good. I'm not terrible at the game. The bots are just too good for their own good. Anyway. So as you guys could see at 720p low versus high, it was like a 15 FPS difference, I think. Sorry, a 10 FPS difference. So maybe just keep it on high and use dynamic resolution, I would say. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'll show you my best settings. I'm not sure if the game will still run like this, so I'm not going to do a full analysis like I always do. So what I'll do here is 1080p, so native resolution. For some reason there is no full screen option, either borderless or windowed, as you can see. So we keep everything on high, everything. But we keep those textures on low because of VRAM constraints, only 4 GB. And here on the minimum frame rate, we keep it on 60. What this does is it changes the resolution in real time, so you hit 60 frames per second. I think high is a little bit too much though. Maybe medium makes more sense for the 1050 Ti. Excuse me. Yeah, medium is better. So textures on low, everything on medium, anti-aliasing on high, so we help the upscaler a little bit. Texture filtering on ultra because anisotropic filtering, so it shouldn't affect performance that much. So what we're doing is 1080p medium, textures on low, and dynamic resolution aiming for 60 frames per second. So that means the game hits 50 to 60 no matter what. You're going to get visual noise, yeah, especially when there's an explosion or something, but you're hitting 60 frames. So you get the full responsiveness there on a old GPU. After this, we'll do the 570, so stay tuned. How much VRAM does medium texture take? Over 4 GB. Apparently, yeah, it uses a lot of VRAM. Low is the only way I had to not max out the VRAM amount, so the VRAM amount we have only 4 gigs. So again, my advice, low textures for 4 GB cards. We're going to try a 2 GB card at the end, just to have some fun. So yeah. Okay, I want to sleep good tonight, thanks for. No worries, man. Have a good night. But again, guys, what I'm trying to get across is that despite being... I'm super sure that this is below 720p with dynamic resolution. I'm pretty sure this is below 720, but it still looks pretty decent, if that makes any sense. Although with the extra FOV I have here, yeah, it's dropping below 50 more often. So yeah. Still VRAM usage is super high, as you can clearly see. Oh, almost got him. There we go. I'm getting better at the game. Yeah, 60 frames night and day on this game, without a doubt. Is Ryzen 3 3100 good for next few years? Yeah, should be fine for now. Let me... hang on. Yeah, let's get away. So as I was saying, I'll adjust the FOV. It's a little too wide. Sorry, I'm not worthy. I'll keep it on 90 degrees. That's just personal preference, of course. And it helps the performance a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I can see less, but I have a little better frames, at least. I'm not good enough to have a wide FOV. I need to get better at the game first. I mean, it looks good on my phone, but I don't know on monitor. Yeah, on a monitor, I mean, it doesn't look bad. But you can see that it's a low resolution. Still, it's better than 720p. It looks better than 720p, but we're below 720p probably. I mean, as long as you can recognize the enemy and see stuff into the distance, I don't see an issue. Considering what card we're using, although, again, visually not impressed with the graphics. We'll see once the single player part releases, but so far I'm not impressed with the graphics. And I test games every day. I get impressed with the most random stuff. Maybe because it's a high profile game, I'm just asking too much, I don't know.
Nearing victory.
Okay. Anybody else? game doesn't look next gen. Well, again, I think my theory is that we have a good upscaling technique here because the game has to run on Xbox One S. So yeah, the game has to look good on low resolutions, that's what I'm guessing, because they have Xbox One S to work with. And I mean, with a controller, they're probably aiming for 60, it's Halo. They're probably aiming for 60 frames on One S. So yeah, good luck getting there without a good upscaler. ¿Está gratis para probar? No, todavía no. Pero si te anotas a los insiders, deberías poder jugarlo más adelante. Probably a new engine for the game. Yeah, I don't know, but they did a good job with the upscaler. The upscaler looks good. We're going to take some screenshots after this match finishes, and we're going to check out how the upscaler works, just for the funsies. One S is 30 frames. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, the One S still hitting 30 is a miracle there. Probably 720p or below. Anyway, what is the disappointment with the graphics? I was expecting more flashy looking graphics, maybe. I don't know. It looks okay. Maybe maybe the art disappointed me, not the graphics. I don't know. Y no sabría decirte, Eric, no soy ingeniero. Alright. So let's take a look at the upscaler. We're going to take some screenshots and check them out. So, hang on. So without the minimum frame rate option, we got a native 1080p. And where can I zoom in to show you guys that? Yeah, maybe here. Hang on. I'll zoom in and take some screenshots. Yeah, I think that'll do. So I take a screenshot. And now I'm going to put below 720. Won't take long. So settings, and let's put the resolution pretty low. Let's go at 605p. So 605p. We take another screenshot. Where's the button for the screenshot? There we go. And now I go back. Alright. So I'll grab both screenshots. One of them is 1080p and the other one is 605p. So good luck upscaling that. So, alright. I zoom in there and on the other one as well. I think it'll be pretty easy to tell which one is which, but still. I'm going to pretend that I don't know, just for you guys to guess. So one of them is 605p and the other one is 1080p, probably pretty obvious. But both look pretty blurry, as you can see. As you can see, you lose some of the edges of the spaceship. But I mean, considering it's 605p versus 1080p, I mean, you can still recognize stuff into the distance. But yeah, I'm guessing they perfected that technology, so a low resolution looks acceptable on the One S, I'm guessing. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to 1080p, and I'm going to swap to the 570. I had enough of the 1050 Ti for today, so bye-bye. And we shut down the computer. Let's swap to the 570. So, hi, how are you doing? As you can see, here's the PC. I'm going to remove the gloves. I don't want static anywhere close to my components. So yeah, 1 second. Yeah, people in chat doesn't realize it's just an early preview. Yeah, it's an early preview, but how much could they improve it? I don't know. I don't know when the game releases. That's why I'm kind of worried. I'm guessing that the game releases this year, but still, here's the 570. So yeah, guys, again, for the people that didn't know, work in progress, still being developed. Alright, 1 second, guys. To be honest, maybe they didn't bother to optimize it for two gen past GPUs. Maybe. I mean, the 1050 Ti is not particularly good at DX12 on Vulkan. Those are usually the 570, 1650 Super, 1650. Those cards usually are better on Vulkan and DX12. So I'm guessing that's kind of the issue with the 1050 Ti. Maybe that's why it has a difficult time on this one. So yeah. We're back. Now we have the 570 in. And we're going to stay on medium settings. Let me check if there's a new update to the drivers. Hopefully there is. Okay, the drivers are up to date according to this. So let's jump into the game. I love that Microsoft, when they gave away the preview thing, they gave me a Steam key. I was expecting to be playing on the Windows Store, but apparently they give you Steam keys for the Insider program. That's my favorite Batman game wallpaper. Yeah, I took that wallpaper myself on my game. On a 1080 Ti back then. How's your cabinet stable when you insert the graphics card? I have a screw there. A thick screw below the graphics card. So we can... what's the name of this? So it supports the weight there. So there's a screw down here to hold it. What is your casing? Everything is in the description, guys. If you want to see which case I'm using, which graphics cards, which microphone, which headphones, everything is down there for you guys to check out. And if you want to buy them and support the channel, well, follow those links to Amazon. Those are affiliate links. I get a small percentage of your purchase. And it will be appreciated if you guys get something. Your stream has no delay today. Yeah, it has. It has a very tiny delay. I decided to try 1440p streaming once more. Why is that, you might ask? Well, when I stream at 4K, it looks good and everything, but yeah. I mean, the latency is like 30 seconds. Not sure how the latency is on this one. Should be significantly better. Let me double check, now that I'm on YouTube. Stats for nodes. Latency, 9 seconds, yeah. I mean, it's a lot better. 10 seconds, I'm 10 seconds late to you guys, so... yeah, the latency on this one is significantly better. 10 seconds is nothing. To be honest, Steam ain't poor, lol. Oh well. Microsoft has enough money, I give money to Steam. I mean, if you publish something on Steam, you have guaranteed a lot of users. So yeah, a lot of people on Steam. So if I'm Microsoft, of course I'll release my stuff on Steam. More people will have access to them. And again, guys, I forgot to mention, the game takes forever to load. So patience, we're getting there. What's your main PC specs? It's in the description. Everything is in the description. Even my streaming PC specs. And my capture card, everything. Everything is down there. Even the yerba mate I'm drinking today is in the description. And I'm not kidding. It's actually true. I'm excited that Halo multiplayer will be free to play. Yeah, agreed, festive, agree. How are you doing, man? Long time no see. Imagine this game running in Steam Deck. I mean, I see it possible. It should be better on DX12 than the 1050 Ti. And at the same time, the Steam Deck, it's RDNA 2. And with the VRAM being used as, the system RAM being used as VRAM, it's an APU, it shouldn't have any issues with the textures. So, I don't know, I think it will be fine. So yeah, personally I think the Steam Deck on this game should be a walk in the park. Considering the size of the screen, I mean, you should be good to go. Creí que era broma de la yerba, no es broma, es en serio. Is it bitter or sweet? It's bitter. Like my life. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm trying not to be negative. We live in a society. I cannot be negative. GT 710, please. Good luck. Rest in pepperonis. Can you check Nintendo Switch emulator on RX 570? I did sometimes. Yo, Santiago, are you testing 750 Ti? Maybe, we'll see. I have it right here with me, but 2 gigs of VRAM, I'm a little bit skeptical on that one. We'll see. Maybe at the end for a few laughs. Steam Deck is way better than a Switch. Well, yeah, we knew that. Come on, game, finish loading. I'm waiting for you, game. Please. Please, game, load those assets. I need you. Me need play game. Maybe the first launch is the one that takes the longest, but holy hell. We've been here like what, 2 minutes? You can do this. Come on. You got this. You got this. Loading Simulator 2021. Is this on an SSD? Yeah. Can you believe that, guys? I have an NVMe SSD. It's installed on an SSD, yeah. On a pretty fast SSD. I mean, nowhere close what the consoles have, the new consoles have on the NVMe side. But yeah, this is on an SSD, on an NVMe drive. An M.2. It's been 85 years. Yeah, resting pepperoni's hard drives. But maybe it's loading the shaders. Sometimes that takes forever. On the X12 games, that's pretty the normal thing. The shaders are being loaded. Call of Duty does this as well. The first time you launch the game, loads the shaders, takes forever. But Call of Duty at least tells you that it's loading shaders. This is just 3 dots in the screen moving around. Imagine trying to play this on a hard drive. Yeah, I don't want to imagine. It's already a pain on an SSD. Imagine on a hard drive. Soy de Chile, me gustan tus videos, es que además aprovecho de entrenar mi video con inglés. Bueno, te agradezco un montón. Espero que disfrutes. Y gracias por estar. 40 FPS black screen. Did the game just crash? No, it didn't. It's just a loading screen. The loading screen is not pretty, but that's fine. I mean, it's a preview. Work in progress. How'd you get into the beta? I signed up for the beta on the Halo Waypoint. On Halo Waypoint. Yeah, there we go. The Insider Program. You can sign up, guys, if you want to get into the Insider Program. I'll put links in the chat. Those links are for signing up to Halo Insider. So once you sign up there, you should be able to ask for access for future Halo stuff. So yeah. Anyway, if this takes a lot longer, I'm going to restart the game. Because, you know, sometimes things get stuck. That's what she said. But, oh man, my jokes are freaking terrible. So yeah, sometimes loading screens get stuck, especially when there's only this amount of UI being shown. But yeah, the first time took forever. I don't know how long it will take later, but hey. Yeah, 160k subs coming up. Hell yeah, it's coming. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more loading screens with frame-time graphs going on at the same time, please subscribe. You can do it. So yeah, we're going to restart the game now. That was gross. Hell yeah. That's the definition. That's the definition. Hola, Mishakeshima. ¿Qué dice, compatriota? Okay, I'll give it another shot, hopefully. Do you have the 580? Unfortunately, no longer have it. Would be nice to have today because VRAM. But if you have a 580, just put those textures on high. You should be okay if you have the 8GB version. And expect 10 frames above the 570 if I can even get into the game. So let's wait for the game to load. You have all Call of Duty games. Yeah, I have all the Call of Duties. In the meantime, yeah, let's check out my Steam library while the game loads. I'll go side by side. So as you can see, Microsoft gives out the insider copies on Steam. Okay, never mind, the game loaded. I cannot show you my Steam collection. Sorry, guys. Se lanza Navidad multicolor. Okay, guys, apparently the game is launching on December, the multiplayer. So, okay, As you can see, it detected my 570, 1080p, and it stick to my settings. Oh, awesome. Ugh. So what we're going to do now is get into the game like this. Medium settings, low textures. Hopefully it doesn't go over the VRAM limit. And we're keeping the dynamic resolution disabled. And the FOV, what the hell? What do you mean 70 degrees FOV? 90. At least 90 degrees. What is this? Am I playing on Xbox One? Nah, I'm kidding. Nothing against Xbox. They're good. Please, don't sue me. Anyway, let's go into the bot match with other people. I think I don't have audio. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice if I have audio or not on the game. I think not. So I'm going to restart my capture card as usual. I have to do it each time. Freaking annoying. Okay, now I should have the audio back. Good. Better start it now to get it loaded then. FOV in 120. No, not yet. Not yet. Once I get 100 FPS. Once I get 60 frames per second, I'm going to do it. If not, my aim... Oh, there was a problem with the dedicated server. No! Let's try it again then. Microsoft watching this stream be like... Yeah. No worries, Microsoft. We got you covered. Here on the PC space. I have a controller. Please, don't sue me, Microsoft. ¿Cómo se puede tener acceso a la beta? Tenés que meterte a los insiders de Halo. Guys, if you want to sign up for the Halo Insider program, link in the comments, as you can see, in the chat. I'll put a link in the description as well. That doesn't mean it's guaranteed access, but hey, get signed up to the Halo Insider program. So guys, again, reload the page. You got a link in the description. Apparently not working at the moment. If that doesn't work, we're going to restart the game and wait on the loading screen while we check out the Steam library. So yeah, unintentionally picks up the DualSense controller, shows it on stream. Shut up, Sahendra. Shut up. This is the only controller I have. I promise it's the only controller I have. I mean, yeah, this is the only controller I have. It's 38% average memory usage with single stick RAM normal on idle. It depends. I think on Windows 10 it kinda makes sense. Okay, let's see if the game at least launches on the Academy mode. So let's try very quickly the weapon drill to see how it runs on the 570, then we reload the game all over. So yeah. Santiago caught in 4K. No, at 1440p. No more 4K streams at the moment. Too much latency with you guys. I mean, when I do a 4K live stream, I have like 35 seconds of latency to the chat. When doing 1440p live streams, they still look nice, not as good as 4K. But I have like 9 seconds of latency with the chat, so I rather talk to you guys than having good quality. Let's be honest here. DX12 only? Apparently yes, but it's Microsoft. I mean, what were you expecting? Alright. If it doesn't load the map, we're rebooting the game. If that makes any sense. Reloading the game, rebooting the game. I feel like a boomer when speaking like that. Bros before quality. Hell yeah. Each and every time. Glad I don't play on Xbox anymore. What do you mean? If you play on Xbox, you get a consistent frame rate for sure. I'm guessing. Okay, it's loading. Loading Screen Simulator 2021. Good thing this is free to play though. Once it releases, we can all play together at 30 frames per second or at 60 below 720p. It will be a good time. Gracias, Faustino, se agradece. Is 4 gigs of VRAM enough in 2021? Yeah, I would say so. Game is lit on Xbox Series X? Well, it better be. It's a target platform. Try turning it off and on again. Yeah, like we did in the 90s. Still works. Although it's loading now, so I'm going to wait a little bit more. If this doesn't work, of course, we are relaunching the game. At least we were able to get to the menu, so that's important. Hey Santiago, how's the weather in Uruguay? Let's check out. So, Uruguay weather now. 14 degrees Celsius, 58 degrees Fahrenheit for the Americans if they're watching. Okay, we're into the game again, and as you can see, like on the other card, we're not fully utilizing the GPU. That's kind of odd. I don't know why. I mean, I know my CPU is not amazing, but 4 Corsair X threads should be okay. I play a lot of games at 120 frames, like this.
30 seconds remaining.
But yeah, the 570 definitely running better than the 1050 Ti. What a surprise, said no one ever. Yeah, it feels way smoother than on the 1050 Ti, without a doubt. And the VRAM usage isn't that high, but we need to get into a multiplayer match. This was just only to be able to see if we can get into the game. Apparently, yes.
5, 4,
So yeah,
3, 2.
Cortana, I think. So let's go back now to the menu. We restart the game and we try once more to get into the server. Hopefully it works out. Again, remember guys, work in progress. This is not finished. I mean, even the academy part, in some parts it says placeholder in some parts of the menu. Why no GTX 1650 vanilla? Because this game is still being developed. I rather test the 1650 vanilla once we analyze the game. I cannot analyze something that is a work in progress because it changes each time with a new update. Okay, I think I'm going to get into a match now. Connecting to server, good, we're getting there. Excellent. Playing on Steam, yeah, it's on Steam. That's kind of crazy to me. I was expecting to play, I don't know, a Windows Store version. Okay, problem with dedicated server, try again. So we get out of the game. Guys, if you like this background, I think I have a link to it in the description. I made it while playing the game. I don't know, I liked it. I wanted to tell you guys about it. So yeah, I'm playing on Steam, yeah. They gave me a Steam key. I was randomly selected. Just got a beer. Cheers. Cheers, mister. Those graphics are not that good and the game runs so poorly. Well, yeah. Graphically speaking, not groundbreaking, but who knows, maybe the single player part looks good. Okay, now it loaded instantly, that's great. That didn't happen on the 1050 Ti. So that's a good improvement. Again guys, look at this! Pre-release software! So it's going to improve eventually, I'm guessing. Once the full game releases, it will be interesting to look back and see if they actually improve the performance and the visuals. I'm guessing so. But hey, who knows? This build is months old. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, I've been saying that it's a work in progress since the livestream started, so no worries. The game is becoming self-aware, hell yeah. So as I was saying, I said it was a work in progress the whole time, but I still like to complain. It's fun to complain, especially with you guys. I mean, there's 300 people watching at the moment, and we can all complain together, and that makes us... Yeah, it's not working. I think the multiplayer servers are not working at the moment. What a shame. But as I was saying, yeah, I know that it's pre-release software. We said that from the beginning. It's in the... it's in the title, guys. But it's fun to compare once the game releases to see how it improved over time. I did the same with Hell Let Loose and Chernobylite. I tried those games 2 years before, well, 2 years ago, and I tried them yesterday, and they improved significantly, visually and performance-wise. So yeah, I usually like to complain, it's fun. Yeah, like she does, but on a video game scale. Not in a relationship scale. Let's give it another shot. Come on, game. But I mean, one thing that I can say for sure, the game runs better on the 570, which, whoa, what a surprise. But I like that it loads super fast. on the 570. Okay, loading map. I think we're good. Are you using Windows 11? I wish. I think we found a match, guys. Be ready. Here we go. If you sign up for the Insider program, can I play the beta? Nothing, I cannot really know. You gotta sign up and you'll get an email if you're in. I hope you guys are ready with sickles and pitchforks because we are all going to collectively attack Microsoft now. Oh no! Poor Microsoft. They're crying their billion-dollar budgets. Did you have to download the beta on Steam? Yeah. They gave me a Steam key. Not sure why. I was expecting, again, a Windows Store code, but I got a Steam code, which is pretty interesting. Again, they didn't give me the key because I do live streams. I got the key, I got randomly selected. Okay, medium settings, 1080p, low textures, that VRAM usage though, pretty thick. And that's screen tearing, holy hell. That's hilarious, Gupta.
Earn more
Okay.
kills than your opponents to win.
Okay, 30 frames per second, so better than the 1050 Ti. The 1050 Ti was like, what, 29, 30? Yeah, it's pretty similar. Maybe I can do high settings. We'll find out soon enough. But yeah, 30 frames per second. For some reason, it's not fully utilizing the GPU. Maybe it's a DX12 thing, I don't know. But again, we're going to try lower settings later. Frame times look bloody awful for a fast shooter. Yeah. Agreed. But again, preview guys, preview. It's a preview. Where are the enemies? Enemies, are you there? Just look at Red Dead 2 at low textures. Well, Red Dead 2 with low textures looked dreadful. At least here low textures looks acceptable. Okay, he dead. He gone. Can you try medium textures? No, I'm not. Because when I tried medium textures, the game started stuttering uncontrollably. So I'd rather not do it, personally. Just for the sake of stability. This time around, I usually try that. But this time around, the game takes so long to get into a match that I'd rather try that once the game is out. So I'm sorry, I'm going to do it next time. But right now, no way. No way I'm crashing the game again. How big is the game? I'm going to check that out once I finish playing. But it wasn't a huge download. I think it was below 30 gigabytes, so it should be lighter than Warzone. Then a Warzone update should be lighter than that. Where is... Oh my, I'm blind. Anyway, so 30 frames, medium settings. Let's try... Whoa, what the hell? What happened? Why are my frame rate so low now? What happened? And why is the FOB at 70? I said 90. Come on game, pay attention. Yeah, something happened to the frame rate there, not sure why. Anyway. Yeah, I'm getting some visual bugs, not sure what's going on. Yeah, everything is fine. Let's change, okay, I changed the resolution back and forth, yeah. You know how it goes. Pre-release software, you know how that goes. So on medium settings, we say over 30, although... Windows, what are you doing? Oh no. Okay. It was fun. Okay, game is not responding. That's fine. It's pre-release software, guys. Good thing I have a lot of data for Microsoft. So for them to improve the game. So let's close it down. Let's check out the size of the game. So MGS test app 6, this is 17.3 gigabytes. For the people asking, yeah, a pretty tiny thing. Maybe it's one map, I don't know. So yeah, let's try that again. F's in the chat for the game. Game has crashed. But yeah, I trashed the game so much today that it crashed on me. It's fine. Is it possible for a game to fry a stick of RAM? A game shouldn't fry anything. Just word of advice for developers. But yeah, it's pretty difficult for a game to fry RAM. Okay, at least now the game loads fast, which is good. It took forever in the past. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go a little bit crazy. Let's put it on high, textures on low. And let's see how it goes, like this. I think it will be fine, but who knows. Maybe I'm wrong. So high settings, let's get into the game. Let's load those assets. Un matecito para la vida, sabelo, Alan Payne. Sabelo. If a game shouldn't fry anything, then you should never play Skyrim SE Ultra Modded. Well, that's different. That's different. That doesn't count. I'm pretty sure that doesn't count. If you put Skyrim, modded Skyrim in a sentence, it doesn't count. I love Skyrim, but yeah, modded Skyrim in a sentence means, oh no, it doesn't count. Same performance is what I'm predicting? Yeah, probably. That CPU usage way higher than it should be. Yeah, I mean, even in the menu, we're getting over 60% CPU usage, which means this is a 4-core thread CPU. And that means on a quad-core CPU without hyper-threading, you're going to have 100% CPU usage just sitting in the menu, which is pretty interesting. But again, pre-release software, that's the magical phrase. I should have put beta in the... Okay, problem with the server, no worries, we're going to keep trying. So as I was saying, pre-release software is not stable, so that's why the game crashes sometimes. I have trouble getting to servers. They're testing things up because at the end of the year, when this releases as a free-to-play title, they need to have strong servers and a strong client. So yeah, it's good to have previews so they can test that out before launching. I mean, I'd rather have issues now than having issues when the game launches. Okay, it's loading. Good. We are playing the game. I think we need at least 5600X or an 8-core CPU for 60 frames. No, I mean, on a 1050 Ti, I was able to get 60s with dynamic resolution. So it doesn't seem to be a CPU problem. It seems to be more of a GPU thing, which is good. It means that we can tweak it to get 60 frames despite getting a blurrier image. I dare you to attempt 4K later on. Screw you. We're not doing 4K. At least not today. Maybe at the end. We'll see. You double dared me, so I might have to do it at the end. Halo Infinite, New World. Break GPUs. Yeah, basically. Nah, but it's not breaking GPUs. Here we go. Come on. Let's do this. But again, what I'm kind of concerned about is not fully utilizing the GPU. That's kind of bothering me.
Rack up the most kills.
Yeah, on high we're not getting 30 frames constant. We're dropping below, I think.
Spike obtained.
Let's find out. Okay, seems to be sticking to 30 frames, although the VRAM didn't like that. Yeah, look at that VRAM usage. I think medium is the way to go on 4GB GPUs. Yeah, high, maybe it's a little bit too much. What I do notice on high over medium is that we got more reflections and better shadows, but that's kind of about it. Just like the Evil Within. Well, the Evil Within is a different story. The Evil Within, we don't talk about that here. Nah, I'm kidding. I love the Evil Within, but the engine that the Evil Within uses... The Evil Within uses Intech 5, I think,
That was a surprise.
which was always kind of garbage on the GPU utilization side of things. So yeah, despite being below 30 though, I'm doing pretty good. So as I was saying, let me check the settings just for a second. Yeah, everything is on high except in those textures, and we still drop pretty low and use a lot of VRAM. So yeah, guys, if you want to play this on the 570, on a 4GB card in general, keep everything on medium, textures on low, and you should be good to go. It doesn't fully utilize the GPU, but you can get better frames. But let's now do what we have to do, which is dynamic resolution. Let's make the game work properly. So minimum frame rate, put 60 as the minimum, and you're good to go, I think. Let's see. So this is medium.
Overshield.
Textures on low, dynamic resolution with a 60 frames target. And surprisingly enough, it's running worse than the 1050 Ti now. Maybe because the VRAM is maxed out, I don't know. I might need to restart the game for that to apply. But yeah, it's not locking to 60 like on the video card. That's kind of a shame. Anyway. Yeah, I can see the low resolution, but the game is not getting there. Maybe it's an AMD issue? I don't know. Interesting. So on the AMD card, it's harder to get to 60 in comparison to a slower Nvidia card. Hot my mate, hell yeah. Yeah, I think I need to restart it. But I find this weird because on the 1050 Ti, that is a slower card. With these same settings I was getting, with the dynamic resolution, I was getting 50 to 60 frames. This is pretty weird. Whoa, it crashed again. Yeah, it uses a lot of VRAM. Look at that VRAM. Yeah, the VRAM usage is just too damn high. So game crashed. F's in the chat for for the VRAM and the game. Oh no! Game is not responding. Refuse to close the program. Return to game. Okay. Yeah. We're sticking to medium or low with dynamic resolution right away. I think that would be a better option. So yeah. Game is not responding. Yeah. That is what I wanted. Hard restart. Here we go. Wish me luck. Yeah, I find odd that it runs worse on the AMD card, considering it's an Xbox game. The Xbox hardware is AMD. It's a DX12 game. It has the perfect recipe to be a good game running on AMD cards. I mean, the recipe. That doesn't mean that it's like that in real life. So let's find out. Here we go. You got this. You got this game. Come on. Hang on, I got a message. Oh, I got an email. Never mind. Never mind. Emails do not matter at the moment. Imagine an email saying Microsoft, hey, shut up. That would be fun. Phil Spencer saying, hey, Santiago, what are you doing? Do you want me to revoke your Game Pass? That would be a good threat, because I play on Game Pass pretty often. Oh no. Hang on, the game is loading. There we go, I'm finally into the server apparently. Let's see. It's loading. Any second now. Try low settings please. Yeah, after this one I'm doing low settings, guys. Let's see if we can take over the VRAM there. Finally loaded my character. Saludos, Eric, desde Uruguay. Amigo peruano, ¿cómo estás? Hang on. Going to try it once more. Come on. Load that menu, please. You got this. You got this game. Although, again, preview thing, but I love this placeholder. That's nice. That means that it's really a preview when it has placeholders. We were gonna send you a free Series S to test games, but you had to talk bad about Halo. That's hilarious. The funny thing is, I requested a Series S for review when it released, and they told me that they already sent all the review units, that I was late to the party. So nowadays, when something is announced, I email the company requesting a review sample, and I hope to God that I receive a review code or something. But yeah, Microsoft couldn't send me a Series S because they didn't have any review samples left. I mean, yeah, I contacted them a week before release, so I was an idiot. I forgot I had 100k subs. But that's fine. Maybe next time. Mission failed. We get them next time. 1 second, guys. It's not loading the interface. It's a preview, you know how it goes. Come on. Please load the assets. I need to get into the game. Okay, in the meantime, I go to the academy with the placeholder. Let's go super quickly on that one. Sup, Vorhan, DZ Vorhan. How's it going, man? The guy with the same curtains as me and the wall. Yeah, I remember your comment, man. I think they didn't have any review samples for you. That's hilarious, Ahendra. That's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have any review samples for me. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand. There's probably tons of people requesting review samples. And there's a lot of demand in hardware, so yeah, whatever. That's fine. I didn't want a review sample anyways. Nah, I'm kidding. I would have loved that review sample. Maybe next time. And it's not loading the levels, so I'm going to restart the game. Because it's not loading any levels, it's stuck in the loading thing. And we can maybe play Avengers. No, terrible game. I'd rather play Halo. Thanks. La Master Chief Collection hace tiempo ya estaba bugueada. Sí, cierto. Ahora estaba bárbaro. So, some people are saying, hey, Master Chief Collection was broken on release. Yeah, it was. They fixed it. And I'm happy it's on PC. But yeah, true. Santiago, you got Phil lurking behind. Oh no. Phil, I told you to let me know before entering my room. Maybe next gen? Maybe. A few years away, but sure, why not? I will try. I even emailed Sony for a PS5. They never responded. I mean, why would they? I'm a PC channel, why do I want a console? Will be interesting though. Will be fun. Maybe in the future. If I had money in the future, I will. Okay. The character loaded faster. Okay, we got it. Good, it loaded. Let's see if we can find a match now. Toda la Master Collection corre la 1030 a 60 FPS. Sí, pero son juegos viejos, tiene sentido. Some people are saying that on the 1030 the Master Chief Collection runs perfectly. Well, yeah, those are older games. Kinda makes sense. If it didn't, I would be pissed. Halo 5 looks better graphically. Well, I don't know, I never played Halo 5, so I cannot really comment on it. Oh man, Halo 5 is not on PC, right? I mean, I know that Halo Forge is on PC, but does the Halo 5, the campaign, the single player, is on PC? Genuinely curious, I don't know. I know that Halo 4 released on the Master Chief Collection, but I don't remember if Halo 5 was a thing on PC, other than the Forge. Sale mate para saberlo. Are you drinking mate? Hell yeah, I am. Here it is. Guys, if you want to drink the same mate as I am, it's in the description. I have an Amazon affiliate link for the yerba mate. So yeah. Oh, and while we wait for the game to connect to the server, I'm going to make a poll. So, in Halo or competitive games, what would you choose? 60 FPS plus dynamic resolution or 30 FPS plus native resolution? That's a good question, because here we have an option. So let's see if it asks perfectly. Okay, there we go. The poll should be live. So in this game, on the 1050 Ti at least, I was able to do either 1080p 30 on medium settings or dynamic resolution that dropped below 720p but looked okay-ish at 60 frames. Personally, I'd rather do 60 frames in a game like this, despite having less visually pleasing edges, because, you know, aiming in this game at 60 frames is great. At 30, not so much. It feels jittery. Okay, but where's the 15 FPS plus 480p option? Oh yeah, there is none. Connecting to server, we're doing it. Come on, we got this. Connect me to the server, please. Okay, so far 84 votes, 93% of you say, hey, I'd rather have 60 frames and dynamic resolution, you guys. Good, good, we're the same people then. Good to know. Good to know we have similar taste in performance, although in single player games I'd rather have graphics, but that's just me. Halo Infinite loading times preview. That's a good one. That's a good one. Connecting to server. Okay, okay, please. Give me that server. Come on. No, there was a problem. What do you think of Steam Switch? I made a video on it. Guys, if you want to know my thoughts on the Steam Deck, I have a video on it. I'll put the link in the chat if you guys want to check it out for some reason. I'm like 15 minutes talking about the Steam Deck and why I like it. Okay, we're loading. Good, good. If you want to know what I think about it, there's the link. If not, that's okay. I don't mind. If you're just here to see Halo running on a 570, well, you get what you pay for. Oh, wait, you're not paying. Better than the Switch. Well, yeah, of course. You have your Steam library already. On the Switch, you have to rebuy every game. I'd rather have a Steam Deck with all my games. Maybe a restart is required. No, when it says failed connect to the dedicated server, I just have to retry. So yeah. I mean, I have to restart when either the menu doesn't show up or when the game freezes. That's the only moment. Okay, we're back into it. Yeah, not even dynamic resolution saves us. So let's do low settings right away. Yeah, it won't save us on low. Not enough VRAM, I guess. The 8GB 570 would have a party with this. Yeah, not even on low settings with dynamic resolution. I mean, yeah, that's a shame. Let me double check that. Let me see if without asynchronous compute it does anything. Okay, I seem to be getting a couple extra frames. But I'm pretty disappointed with the 570 on this one. Yeah, we're on the lowest settings with dynamic resolution and it still doesn't hit 50s. Consistently, I mean. A slower card, which is the 1050 Ti, was doing better. And it's a slower card. With dynamic resolution, I mean. Performance on the 570, it can do higher graphics at 30 frames. But 60 frames is kind of impossible. I don't know, maybe it's a VRAM limitation. So yeah, if you have a 1050 Ti, you'll have a better experience with dynamic resolution. I mean, yeah, you'll be playing below 720p, but you will probably not notice the upscaler in this game is pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. But so far, yeah, no. Let's try the lowest resolution possible, which is 605p plus dynamic resolution. Nah, let's disable that. Yeah, not even on 605p we get over 50, so yeah. Not today. 605p, everything on low. We're nowhere close 60 frames. I'm kinda angry about that. Yeah, even with dynamic yeah, now it looks like a potato. Yeah, now this definitely looks bad. Now we're playing below 500p and it still doesn't hit 60, so definitely something up with the software there. I can now see like a weird painting. So yeah, on the 570 you're not getting 60 frames, even with dynamic resolution, which is kind of a bummer, because the 1050 Ti could do it with dynamic resolution. So here, not even at the lowest settings. Yeah, probably something on the AMD side. So let's go back to 1080p like before. And we're keeping medium settings. Medium settings seems to be best there. So yeah, medium settings, 1080p native, without dynamic resolution. So 1080p medium,
Seven sniper inbound.
and no dynamic resolution. And it's basically the same performance. So yeah, I rather play on 1080p medium than playing on low at the same performance. So as you can see, yeah, 1080p medium runs the same as 1080p with dynamic resolution and 605p with dynamic resolution. So yeah, in this case, just crank up those graphics and you'll be good to go on the 570. The game's gonna crash, I can feel it. Yep. I'm used to it already. So yeah, if you have an AMD card like this one, do 30 frames per second. You cannot do 60s. I usually play at 1080p low. What about 1080p high? 1080p high crashes because VRAM. It uses too much memory, I'm guessing. I tried 1080p high and yeah, it wasn't pretty in a way that the game crashed. And the VRAM was maxed out, so yeah. Yeah, probably we're going to get an improvement later. But man, it's so inconsistent at 30 frames per second. Ugh. It's disgusting at 30 frames. But yeah, so far I'm getting better frames on Nvidia cards. Especially if you aim for 60 frames.
Damn, they got some good fucking aim for bots.
Alright. Grenade out! Come on, die, bot. Be gone, bot. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing that once the full game releases, AMD will have better drivers. I checked out for the latest drivers and... yeah, I think I'm going to double check if I have the latest ones. Just to be sure. Holy hell, I'm so bad. Yeah, it feels so inconsistent. What the hell is going on? It's so choppy. Ugh. Disgusting. Anyway. Let me double check. Because I had an email that said that I needed to have certain driver. Maybe that's why. I need to have the driver. Which one? Oh, there you are. Dead. Reduced to atoms. Install instructions. Nope. AMD GPUs. Make sure you have Adrenaline 21.6.1 or later to greatly improve your in-game performance. Okay. Game experience, not game performance. Let's check the Radeon overlay.
Power items en route.
Hang on, guys. Let me check which driver I have. Microsoft recommends 21.6.1 or later. Yeah, I have 21.7.2. Yeah, I definitely have the correct driver. So probably something they have to iron out later on, I'm guessing.
Okay.
So yeah, let's swap to the 1650 Super, shall we? I think I saw enough. Even at a super low resolution, we weren't able to get 60s. So I think it's an AMD thing. We'll see how the Nvidia card does. Fares against it. Need more CPU though. We'll see. I mean, if the 1650 Super does 60 frames, then it's not the CPU. It's probably how the AMD driver talks to the CPU. Which sometimes happens in certain games with certain hardware. Sometimes some games use more CPU on the Nvidia side. Sometimes it's the other way around. It all depends, really. Usually the X12 games are pretty unpredictable. Oh, come on, plugged in. There we go. Alright, the PC is on. We're coming back. Don't miss me. No creo, Madraco. Se verá, pero no creo. Alright, guys. We're almost back. Let's load the PC once more. I love that more than half of the live stream is me staring at a loading screen. But that's fine. It's a preview. It's a technical test. 1650 Super coming in hot. I'm guessing on this one it's going to be significantly better. Anyway. What do you drink all the time? This is called mate. Sharva mate. So 1650 Super, latest drivers. Let's get it done with. Halo Infinite Insider Preview. Let's go. ¿Crees que me ande bien la 1066 GB? Y ya veremos. Yo calculo que sí. Debería andar bien. Have you done the 570 yet? Yeah. Rewind the live stream. You'll find it. I did it. I just swapped the GPU. You got it at the right time. Just rewind, you'll find the 570, yeah. Sí, aún hay esperanza porque está siendo todavía desarrollado. Guys, yeah, there's still chance that it's going to improve once it releases. I mean, it's coming out at the end of the year, I think. So they have like half a year to fix it up. I think they are testing the servers now, so that's probably why it runs like it does. So yeah, we'll see. Come on. Oh god. Oh yeah, I forgot. The first time the game loads, it takes forever. I'll leave you with the 3 dots there and read the chat in the meantime. ¿Sabes cuándo sale la beta abierta? Ni idea. Ni idea. Some people are asking me when the open beta is coming. I have no idea. Let's check that out. Open beta. Let's see. Yeah. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay. No, apparently no. Apparently it's only for insiders at the moment. So yeah, guys, if you want to sign up for the beta, link in the description, you need to make a Halo Insider account. And then you'll receive an email probably, but I'm not sure that you'll get a code. Because there's a lot of people trying to get one. We'll see. No 1060 benchmark? No, but it should run similar to this. We'll see. We'll see. It'll take a while. No creo que haya no creo que haya beta abierta. Se verá. Yeah, guys, open beta, maybe it's unlikely because the game is going to be free to play, so they probably don't need an open beta. Maybe to stress test the servers, but they're doing that right now. There's so many people trying it out that probably that's how they test the servers. Sí, vi que sacaron FSR para el GTA V con un mod. Se verá, se verá. Yeah, guys, there's some people asking for the Fidelity FX Super Resolution mod on GTA 5. While I'm excited to try it out, I don't know, I rather wait for Rockstar to add it in an update, personally. It's probably going to look better, I don't know. We'll see. Por supuesto, Elías, por supuesto, que nunca falta. Okay. It takes forever. Let's close the game and load it back up. Because the first time is not always great. That's what they tell me. So yeah. Oh no, the loading pain. Yeah. We're working on it. So yeah, while it loads in the meantime, whoa, I screwed up there. While it loads, let's check out my Steam library. Hell yeah. Let's flex my Steam library while the game loads. So, now that I have more time and less games are releasing, I'm probably going to do Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, Fallout 4 on the cards I didn't try it on. And also I have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, because I have EA Play, and I have all the Call of Duties. Yeah, they have so much space in my hard drive, it's kind of ridiculous. And I didn't install the multiplayers. No, Jorge, lamentablemente ya no. All the Call of Duties. So yeah. Yeah, I should check out how big are the Call of Duty files. Steam apps. Let's see. Call of Duties, except Modern Warfare. How many gigabytes? Half a terabyte. And I still don't have Cold War and Warzone. With Warzone and Cold War combined, I'll get the other half a terabyte there. So the entire Call of Duty franchise is like a terabyte. So you need a separate hard drive for all those games. Okay, we're into the game now. That was hilarious. I love that. I love that Call of Duty doesn't care about space at all. They just grab those textures and they say, just load those textures. I'm not going to compress anything. Sort it out yourself, said Activision. Okay, so let's start with medium settings so the game doesn't crash. Yeah, medium settings should be good. And let's see if we can get 60 frames then with dynamic resolution. So bots layer, boom, let's go. And I have to turn off and back on my capture card. I hate when that happens. Because no audio. Always happens. There we go. Now we have audio again. Would you ever benchmark 5M? It's quite demanding. Probably not. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe in the future. I forgot what that was. That's why. The entire Yakuza franchise is like half those 500 gigabytes, by the way. What do you mean? That the entire Yakuza franchise is 250? That's what you're trying to say, mister? Okay, let's try that again. Connect to the server. 30 FPS on PC, that's a no-go for me. Okay, that's fine. You can do dynamic resolution for 60 frames. Which is a good option, I would say. Yeah, 385 of you. From 385 of you, you prefer dynamic resolution with 60 frames rather than native resolution and 30 frames. That's super interesting. But not surprising, we're playing on PC on a competitive game, by the way. Match found, yay! Good, good. I'm happy now. 2060, no longer have it, sorry. The economy is kinda difficult, so I had to sell it, but once I can get it again, I will. I will get another one when I can. How is it possible it has worse FPS than 1050? It doesn't. The 1050 had 30 frames with this same thing. With this same environment. The 1050 Ti was like at 28 frames in the menu. Then in the game, well, that's a different story. For some reason the menu is pretty demanding on the GPU. Not sure why. 1650 new GTDR6 or the 1650 Super? 1650 Super, definitely. That's faster. 30 for pretty picture if it's strictly single player. Well, yeah, in that case I agree. But being a competitive game, that's why I clarify that it's on a competitive game. Single player games, yeah, in that case I'd rather have 30 frames. If it means a much better image. Bueno, Raúl, suerte con el examen. Vos podés. Yo creo en ti. Raúl, tú puedes. Someone said that in 15 minutes they have an exam in the university and they are here watching. Good luck. Good luck, Raúl. Good luck. You can do it. We believe in you. Send hearts to Raúl for the exam he's about to take. Okay, it kicked me out. Let's try that again. Personalmente, ¿tenés esperanza de que mejore en cuanto salga? Sí, yo creo que sí, Jorge. Yo creo que sí. Somebody's asking me if I have hopes that the game is going to be better once it releases. Probably, yeah. I'm guessing so. I mean, again, it runs on Xbox One. That's all I need to know. If it runs on Xbox One, I can run it. I will be worried if it doesn't run on Xbox One. Well, in that case, I'm probably going to be worried, but I'm guessing that they're going to improve it as time goes on. I mean, they fixed the Master Chief Collection somehow. So I have high hopes that they're going to fix it eventually. Especially if it's going to be a free-to-play title. They want as many people on the game as they can, so they're going to make it run better, I'm pretty sure. Is this game free on PC? Once it releases, it's going to be a free-to-play game, yeah. So the multiplayer will be accessible to everyone. Yeah, good luck, Raul. Good luck. You can do it, man. You'll be an architect in no time. Okay, still not finding a match. Come on, you can do this. We trust in you, Halo. Come on. I had an amazing mate, but I had too much today. I can only get so focused. Wow, Halo Infinite will be free to play. Yeah, the multiplayer part will be free. Yeah. What's going to be paid will be the campaign, the single player, which I'm fine with. I mean, the multiplayer is a big part of the community, so I'm happy that they are going free to play. I mean, also they need to compete with Call of Duty, with Fortnite, with what else? This new multiplayer shooter from Ubisoft that is going to be free to play as well, that looks a lot like Call of Duty. They have to compete with Battlefield, although Battlefield will be a multiplayer paid game, but still, I think that in order to compete, they did a good choice by making it free to play on the multiplayer side. Drunk on mate. No, mate won't make you drunk, unfortunately. That's the only thing missing from that drink. It only makes me more focused. I miss drinking water though. Come on, you can do this. X-Defiant. That was what I was talking about. Yeah, X-Defiant. I don't know why they put Tom Clancy's name on it, but whatever. Yeah, the most generic thing I saw, but I'm going to play it anyways because YouTube and Ubisoft and you guys. It's going to be fun. I mean, as long as it's a fun game. You got 666 games on Steam. Really? If that's true, I'm going to check that out. That's pretty funny. No way I have demonic games on Steam. I do have 666 games on Steam. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Man, that's so cool. I'm Doom Guy on Steam. That's so interesting. I have 666 games on Steam. I cannot buy any more games, guys. Sorry. My Steam account finishes here. I now need to have 69 more games. Nah, I'm kidding. X-Defiant might have been okay if Tom Clancy wasn't slapped on it. Maybe, yeah. Loading map. Okay, we found a match. Good, good. Hopefully it doesn't kick us out this time. That is the benefit though. What do you mean? 666 games. I still cannot believe that. Thanks for letting me know, man. My life will never be the same. Yeah, my account is possessed. Yeah, Doom Guy is coming for me now.
Slayer.
I should send an email to Bethesda saying, hey, I have 666 games on Steam. Can I have all the Doom franchise now? Please? Okay, yeah, definitely running better than the 1050 Ti and the 570, to be expected. And as you can see, the VRAM usage...
Rack up the most kills to achieve
Okay,
victory.
3 gigabytes, not bad. Alright, yeah, this is significantly smoother. Without a doubt. Still not 60 frames, but I mean, it's significantly closer than the 1050 Ti to 60 frames. Which makes sense, this card is usually double the performance than the 1050 Ti, in general. So I would expect a 1060 to be similar to this. Maybe a little bit slower on a 1060, but yeah. It's probably going to be 60s with dynamic resolution, I'm guessing. So I'm going to try that out in a minute. Yeah, no, I want this. Thank you. Also, guys, is the game too loud, or you can't hear me while I'm shooting? Like that? Can you hear me? Is this max FOV? No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know why the game always resets the FOV. I want 90 degrees. 120, it's a little bit too much for me. There we go. That's better. Yes, sounds fine. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your service. Audio's fine. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. I can now rest easy. Wow, I'm flying. That's awesome. What CPU are you testing? i3 10100F, 4 cores, 8 threads. It's basically a 7th gen i7. Thanks Ryzen for making Intel make i3s like i7s. So yeah, if you have a quad-core CPU without hyper-threading, well, you're going to have a lot of stutter probably. Yeah. At least in this technical demo thing. Technical test, sorry, not a demo. My bad. So yeah, it's doing fine. I'm going to try higher settings probably. Also the VRAM usage isn't as high as before. So let's try high, and then we do... No, let's do dynamic resolution first. So we put 60 as the minimum frame rate. And we get back into the game. So 60 frames. And as you can see, yeah, we're definitely hitting 60, so it wasn't the CPU. On the AMD card, we cannot get 60s for some reason, despite the dynamic resolution. But one thing that I do not understand is why isn't it using the full extent... Well, the GPU to its full extent. I mean, it's chilling at 65%, the GPU. The GPU is not working at all. It's like saying, hey, yeah, bruh, I'm not doing anything. I'm not rendering more frames, my dude. So, this tells me that there's something still needed to be tweaked. Probably can do high settings, I'm guessing. There's so much GPU power to spare, it's not even funny. So let's go, let's be stupid, let's put it on ultra. Yeah, let's put it on ultra. I'll lower those textures to low. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. Please don't crash, game. Please. Okay. So we're now on ultra, but textures on low. Ultra. And textures on low. Yeah, no, I'm playing with fire. I know. Let's say with the dynamic resolution we're still at 60 frames and the GPU is still at 60%. So I don't know what the GPU is doing. I'm confused. I don't know what the game is doing with the GPU really. Kinda odd. But I guess that the name knows what it's doing, because I'm hitting 60 frames. 4K? Maybe. I might try that. Although no dynamic resolution when I'm doing 4K, so without dynamic res... Without dynamic resolution, we're over 30 frames. Yeah. So you can do ultra if you want. And as you can see, the GPU is still not maxed out on the highest settings. I don't know, that's kinda odd. So definitely this is a technical test and you can see that on the performance and on the server side of things. It was pretty difficult to get into a match. Most of this live stream is loading screens. So yeah, kinda makes sense. I don't know. Let's put shields everywhere. There we go. Try ultra textures? No, I'm not. Screw ultra textures. Low textures for the win. We have a 4GB card. Yeah, I'm not going for more than low textures. When textures were on medium before, I got stutter and crashing, so yeah, no. Not doing more than low textures for now. Maybe when the full game releases, but at the moment, not a good idea. Maybe it's throttling because of heating problems? No, 53 degrees Celsius, that's nothing. The GPU can do 75 degrees easy. So yeah, no waste temperatures, trust me. I've saw high temperatures in the past. It's nowhere close to this. So as you can see, ultra settings, you can do over 30 frames. Let's put it on medium again.
Power items en route.
With low textures. But the filtering will be on ultra because we like having nice looking textures on different angles. So 1080p mid. And we're going to put the FOB... Oh, never mind. We're not changing the FOB.
Another one down.
So let's do 1440p now. Shall we? Try high settings. I'm going to. But I'm going to try 1440p as well. Because while I wait for another server to load and all that... I mean, if on ultra we can do over 30 frames, you should be able to do high. My recommended settings on this one would be high settings, low textures, dynamic resolution with 60 frames. And that's basically it. Should be good to go. Is this open beta? No, this is only for Halo insiders, which you can register by following the link in the description. So let's crank it up to 1440. Okay. Yeah, 1440p is 133.33333%, which is not an option in the menu. So we do 134%. So yeah, 1440p now. Although, I think I'm missing something. Hang on. Yeah, one thing that bothers me about the game is that you either play on borderless full screen or on windowed mode. So this is not actually 1440p, it's 1080p with a higher resolution scale. It's basically the same. But I want it to look better for the live stream, so I'm going to close the game and put my desktop resolution at 1440p. So the game detects my native resolution as 1440. Yeah, let's do that. That's a neat trick I have. Yeah, not sure why the game just outright leaves me select a full screen option, but hey, who am I to ask? There we go. My guess is that this game, at the current state, is heavily reliant on memory bandwidth. Yeah, probably. I'm not a scientist, but yeah, sure, why not? Let's say that. If we say memory management, it means we are engineers, and we know what we're talking about. Te recomiendo que te abras el padastro. What? ¿Qué? ¿Por qué eso es gracioso? No sé. Does this game work on a 1050 Ti 768p? Yeah, sure. Should be fine. The game is loading. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're on native 1440p. So 1440p medium. Again, guys, this is a work in progress. Alright. F1 settings. And as you can see, we're on native 1440p. Everything on medium, textures on low, yada yada yada. So yeah, let's get into the multiplayer. Hopefully we find a match quickly this time around. Gracias, Pancho, se agradece un montón. Gracias. Now you have to buy more games. Oh no! Now I need to get to 6,666. Yeah, like a YouTuber named Merc Music was banned in the main menu, and his friends also got banned. What? What do you mean? Why did they get banned? That's BS. Unless they were being toxic, well, that's another thing. But I mean, if I get banned, I can just make another account. It's going to be a free-to-play game, right? Stickmaster64, yes homo. I'm kidding. No homo. You gotta get one game for every subscriber. Oh no! I don't have enough. I don't have enough games. I guess you could aim for 1337 games next. Why? Why 1337? What's the joke? Let me check Urban Dictionary for that one. Okay, it kicked me out. Dang it. Come on. I'll check Urban Dictionary for 1337. What does it mean? Originally used by hackers to avoid simple net searches that would turn up. For example, I am an elite hacker. Instead, hackers would use... Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, that's hackers... Oh, okay. Got it. Elite. That's hilarious, yeah. The next amount of games will be 1337. Definitely. Gracias, Jorge. Vos también. Vos también. Banned from using translator? What do you mean? What is a translator? I'm not into that kind of communication, so what do you mean by translator? And with issues are popping up with newer cross-gen titles, so that's my theory. Okay, makes sense. Loading map. Okay, we're getting into the game. Come on, you got this, game. You got this. They said this build is 2 months old. Oh, okay. Nice. Glad to know. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. I'm going to say that at the end. So people that watch this in the future know that the game, this is an old build. Still, so weird that they give us such old builds. Maybe it's to tweak gameplay, but why do they give us something that is 2 months old? I'm not a developer, that's why I'm asking, I don't know. A multiplayer DX12 game? Wow. Well, I mean, Warzone is DX12 as well, so kind of makes sense. And it is Microsoft we're talking about, so DX12 is probably up there in the developer side. They are probably going to put ray tracing everywhere. Slayer. Finally, I got into a match again, but this time at 1440p. But we're trying dynamic resolution after this. Santiago, there you are. I'm so badass. What games did you actually enjoy to play? Nowadays I'm playing Payday 2 mostly, so don't ask. We're better off that way. FOB 90 degrees, please. There we go. 90 degrees FOB. Now I'm a PC gamer. Windows 11 support new version of DX12. Yeah, but Windows 10 also supports DX12 Ultimate. Ah, bien, Jorge, gracias. Payday 2 slaps. Hell yeah. Slappers. Yeah, Payday 2 is great. But I know that not everybody likes it. There we go. Got one. Overshield. Grenade! I don't feel so good. I need a medic bag. I need a medic bag. That's what I like about Payday 2. Medic bag.
Watch my back. Get some damage.
Sí, sorprendente que aún siguen contenido de Payday, sí. Yeah, that's true, guys. Some people are saying, I'm still surprised that Payday 2 is making new content. Yeah, kinda. They're still making DLC as well. Payday 2 is kinda like DLC the video game. But at least you can play all the content without paying. So, good business practice, in my opinion. What the? These bots are good. Alright. It's a shield! Whoa. That lag though. So yeah, at 1440p you can do 30 frames. Yeah. Let's do dynamic resolution, because lowering settings doesn't help a lot. So yeah. 60 frames is my minimum. Hell yeah. So now 1440p mid, textures on low, and dynamic resolution. Definitely looks sharper than on 1080p, but the GPU usage is still below 70% for some reason, so I'm doing fine, Tushar Mehta. What about you, man? Happy to see you here once more. Sí, usa un montón de CPU. Yeah, guys, uses a lot of CPU. I mean, I have a 4-core thread CPU here, and it's using 80%. So, bye-bye quad-core CPUs without hyper-threading. Good luck. Good luck out there. I'm guessing, again, they're probably going to improve that in the future. But, I mean, if it uses that much CPU, how the heck does this run on Xbox One? I mean, the CPUs there are absolute garbage. Nothing against Xbox One, of course. We love Xbox One, but... but I mean, how do they make this run on an Xbox One with that kind of CPU if here is using, like, something many times more powerful? Maybe I'm missing something. No, Jorge, la verdad que no, porque no me interesa mucho. Me gusta pasar tiempo conmigo, pero no es una mala idea. Capaz que algún día. Veremos cómo lo hacemos. Waiting for Tom Clancy's Defiant, X-Defiant to come out. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty generic, but if it's a fun game, it looks like Call of Duty, but without the name. So, yeah, it looks generic, kinda. Super generic, fast-paced shooter. But if it's fun, I'll take a look at it. I mean, I'll take a look at it because it releases on PC, so I have to take a look at it. But if it's a fun game, I'm all in. I mean, as long as it's fun, who cares if it's generic? Does the AMD 3100 works? Yeah, it's 4 Corsair threads, so should be fine. We'll see. I mean, if it runs on this CPU, it should run on the Ryzen 3, without a doubt. They're pretty neck and neck, in general. Can you make us a recipe for mate? No. There are many tutorials on YouTube, trust me. There are many Uruguayans that know what they're talking about. I'm more of a noob when it comes to mate. I've been drinking mate for 6 months. So, yeah. I'm pretty new to that mate thing. So you should be doing that in another YouTube channel. Not good at it. Still learning. Sí, Blue 4CK. Ya sé, no voy a decir esa palabra por las dudas. Pero sí, tal cual. Yeah, guys. Even a G4560 is faster than the Xbox One's CPU. Although, yeah, the Xbox One CPU has more threads. Yeah, but still. In many other things, it's pretty much slower than a G4560. But you know, consoles, developers can do specific stuff to optimize for the consoles. Oh yeah, I was missing this pistol. Victory, we won. Hell yeah.
Watch my back.
Me sorprender que corre 60 FPS estables a la 1050 Ti. Sí, tal cual. So yeah guys, that's basically it. I'm not waiting for more things to load. I'm tired. I've been 2 hours and 15 minutes playing the game and staring at loading screens. Most of the time was loading screens. I mean, yeah, this is a technical preview, so apparently this build is 2 months old. So they should have improved it for now. This was to test the servers, apparently. So yeah. On the settings side, I like that there's a lot of options. As you can see right here, let me hide the FPS overlay and the status. There are many settings. I'm happy to see that, but it uses a lot of video memory, a lot of CPU, and it doesn't fully utilize the GPU, so kind of confused. But I'm guessing that they're going to improve it later on. Again, technical test, even the menus took a long time to load. There's an FOV slider, thank God. You can do unlock frame rates. There's dynamic resolution. You can even do a custom dynamic resolution, which I never see in video games. You can do 144 like that as a custom dynamic resolution. So yeah, happy to see that there is a lot of options. That's a good precedent to set for a PC game. I mean, look at all the options that there is. But yeah, performance not great. Visuals, not impressed. Personally, but maybe they improve it as time goes on. Again, the game's still not out. This is a technical preview. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did staring at loading screens. Again, preview. The game is going to be improved. As you can see here, placeholder. So yeah, thank you for watching and see ya next time. Bye guys. Love you all. Thank you so much. See ya next time. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. It's pretty smooth, yeah. At 60 frames, it's very good to control, yeah. The mouse and keyboard feels super smooth at 60 frames. At 30, a little bit not great. See ya later. Bye-bye.